Red Diva and welcome to my channel. Today we're visiting Juvia's place. So we're going to be touching on some cheek colors, some eye colors, some lip colors, creating this great, glamorous, sizzling look. And I would love to share some time with you. Before you go anywhere though, if you like makeup, if you like skincare, if you like hair and fashion, if this sounds good to you, do not hesitate to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my content. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit like, comment, and share so we can get that algorithm to work for us and share this video with a lot more people. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with a little visit to Juvia's place. We're ready to start the show. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so I already primed my skin with moisturizer, eye cream, a vitamin C serum. I'll attach all that information in the content box. I've also used the e.l.f. Put Puff Primer. Very, very nice. I'm going to be doing another review focusing more on this product a little later. For the face, I used the True Skin by Catrice Foundation. And for the concealer, I used the one called Wand Me Up Concealer, and this is by Joah Beauty. So I used that as well. And what else did I use? Oh, and for the brows, I went ahead and used the eyebrow pencil by NYX right here in the brown color, as well as the brow glue by NYX as well. And so what we're going to do now is, oh, and one more thing, I also used the SheGlam contouring stick. Again, I'm going to be doing a fuller review on this in another episode, but this is like a creamy stick, and I'm liking it because it's a lot lighter than the one that I had been using from before, the one from H&M. So I'm glad to see that item pop up and me being able to get it. I also set the skin with a little bit of the True Skin powder, the loose powder with hyaluronic acid, and that's also by Catrice. And I sprayed a little bit of the Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Spray. It's just kind of under the eye area, so we would have a little bit of a dewier finish underneath the eye area. So I'm really excited today, guys, because we are, like I said in the intro, we're going to be focusing a lot on some of the newest Juvia's Place items, new products I've just launched with Juvia's Place. The first thing we're going to focus on right now is the Juvia's Place concealer. This is the Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer, and I chose it in the color 1. Okay, right there. Yes, the color 1. Okay, so I love the packaging, by the way. I love the combination of sort of like an aqua and coral. That is some of my favorite color combinations. So that's what we have right now in the packaging. And this is what it looks like. It has a little tube applicator. Okay, so I'm going to be using that all over the lid. Okay, so I am excited to finally try this. And I hear from other YouTubers that they really do like it a lot. So I am excited to be able to do that for you guys. I generally tend to be attracted to eye primers that have a tint to them rather than a clear formula. Because I do like to cancel out any little veins or little discoloration on the lids. I find that gives a better application for the shadows to go over it. And so I'm glad that they did this one with tint rather than just a clear formula. The clear formulas, you know, they are good for creating a tacky surface for all over the lid and having the eyeshadows attach better, but I just always feel like I don't get a nice enough contrast, you know, and a good color payoff of the shadows when I have an almost translucent formula. And here I'm just making sure that I keep the shape of the brows correctly. And see how, like, because it's tinted, it creates almost like a cutting edge right there below the brow. Instead of just using highlighter, can really help shape that the bottom of the eyebrow really nicely. Okay, and a little goes a long way. I might have applied a little bit too much, and that's why I'm kind of blending everything out, but yeah, so this tube is going to last a long time. I actually took advantage of one of Juvia's Place's sales that they had going on the other day, and these things just arrived at my house, so I'm jumping right in and just reviewing them because I really wanted to get them out there for you, okay? So far so good on the eyeshadow primer. The next thing I want to do is focus on the palette that I got. This is the I Love Ice palette right here. Comes in a nice packaged box right there with all the ingredients and everything. But the palette also mimics the same thing as the box, just a little slightly smaller. And it came packaged, guys, with a lot of bubble wrap within the box that it came in. And yeah, so it's really nice. The packaging is really, really great. So let me show you what that looks like. So you are going to get a mirror, okay? And it's going to say, I love ice right there, okay? And then it's going to have some little bubble kind of little graphics there. Big size mirror, okay? And then the palette itself, okay? You're going to get 6 shades, okay? All in the sort of a periwinkle blue tone and with silver accents. You're going to have 2 shades that are flat, you know, that are matte color right here and right here. So 2 nice ones, a light and a dark. Then then you're going to get 2 shimmers, but they're soft shimmers, one here and one here. So you got again a nice light color and a deeper color. Okay, this is more leaning on the silver side. This is more leaning on a metallic sort of I still want to say periwinkle. It definitely has a periwinkle feeling to it. And then you're going to get a pressed glitter here on the corner. And then you're going to get this very interesting shade, because it is, I'm going to bring it up really close. It's a really interesting shade. That's what I have to say about it, because it is not a pressed glitter. It is sort of like a marbleized color, you see? So it gives you that metallic finish, okay? And then just so you can see how it swatches right there. Like that, you see? So it's a silver that has a blue shimmer to it, you know? It's very, very interesting, okay? So that's that last color there, okay? So I am intrigued by all means in being able to see what these colors pay off on the lids and create a nice look with them. And so yeah, that's going to be the focus for today. We are also going to be using an eyeliner here from Juvia's Place as well. It's part of the Royal. So it's the Nubian Intense Pencil Liner, and this one is called Royal. And this gives you 12 hours of wear. Yeah, I'm excited to try that on as well. It is just from the color that you can see on the tip right there. Okay, and it's gonna be like that, you see? So it's just kind of like an electric cobalt blue color, okay? So we're going to play with that as well. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the eyeshadow, and I'll continue in just a second with my commentary. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as a transition color, and I'll go ahead and apply that on the eyelids. Okay, so now I'm going to be using this one on the top. That's also a matte shade. I'm going to apply that between the brow bone and the crease. I'm going to go back and add a little bit more of this color right here just to kind of blend it in with the top color. Now I'm going to go ahead and utilize this middle color right here on the top, and I'm going to be doing sort of like a halo eye with that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and touch on this color right here, that marbleized shade, okay? I think it's pretty good on its own. I might give it a little bit of a spritz on the brush once I do the second eye. Okay, let me go ahead and get a setting spray. Okay. I'm going to go back to that very first shade, this one here on the bottom. Just want to make sure that I get some intensity on the outer corner. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and on the back side of the brush that I just used to, that I sprayed, I'm going to go ahead and gather some of that pressed glitter right there. And I'm just going to tap it on. Okay. I did get a lot of fallout, guys, just so you're aware, on the face, on the cheek, on my desk. But it is a really nice look for the holidays, so I am pleased with it. I just the only thing that worries me is that it might go ahead and sort of start flaking off your face as the night progresses, you know. So if you're going to an event or something like that, I don't know how much attachment that those little pieces of glues would be like. So it looks nice now, but I don't know honestly like how it would last. Okay, I'm gonna wet a little tiny brush like this, and I'm gonna get that bottom center color right there. That's gonna be used in the waterline. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, there's a little better. I feel like these center colors here are actually, and I use this one to sort of create a halo, but I realized in applying it that it was really creamy. It's almost like a cream shadow. It's really strange, the texture. It's a shimmer, but it's almost like a creamy color. And the same thing's happening with this bottom center color as I'm applying it with a little brush. It's sort of applying, and I'm getting a lot of fallout as well. Yeah, see how it looks kind of chunky? Let's see. I'm going to use one of those little Q-tip applicators. Okay. All right. I will definitely give you my thoughts on that in just a second when I'm finished with the eye makeup. I'm going to go ahead and utilize the eye pencil, the 12-hour eye pencil in Royal. Let's see how that does. And I got the shade Light, like that. Okay, it comes with a nice long mirror and then 2 tones to utilize. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to utilize this kind of flat foundation brush with a darker and deeper color. This is a matte bronzer, by the way. It does not have any shimmer. So if you see shimmer, it's because of the eyeshadow, not from the bronzer itself. And then I'm going to use the lighter color on top. That is going to be sort of like all over. Very pretty colors. Very nice. It's a soft hint of bronze, not too orange because of those nice complementary shades. So I'm liking that so far. And now we're going to go on to the blush. This one, it is called Blushed Rouge. Okay, and this one is in the volume 2. So let me show you what that looks like as well. Here is the compact itself. And you're gonna get a mirror, a nice long mirror on the top, and you're gonna get 2 shades. This is really nice if you're light-skinned, fair-skinned. It's gonna have a soft pinky color and sort of like, it's sort of like a rusty orange kind of color, okay? It's not super bright, but I know it's gonna give some nice dimension, okay? So I'm gonna go grab a blush brush here, and I'm gonna tap on a little bit of the darker color. You know what? Let me try the lighter one because these are very well pigmented. So let me see how the lighter one reacts. Yeah, see? I just barely tapped it. Just a little bit twice like that. Definitely gives a lot of payoff. And you can use it across your nose. It'll give you just the right amount of color without being too much. Nice. And then if I want something a little bit deeper, then I'm going to just get another little brush here and just lightly tap onto the deeper color. Let's see how it does. Yeah, that's really nice. Very, very nice. It gives depth. Isn't that nice? So you can use them by itself, or you can combine them like I'm doing right now, which is applying the deeper color on the outer perimeter of the face, and then using the lighter color just on the apples, and then blend towards the ear. And these are matte shades as well. So there's no shimmer whatsoever. All right, very nice. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara and finish my eyebrows, and I will be right back so we can go ahead and finish the look with the lips, okay? I'll see you in a second. Okay, we went ahead and finished with the mascara. I wanted to touch on a little bit about this Wet n Wild palette. This is the highlighting palette MegaGlo, okay? And this has 4 full-size highlighters that normally you can buy individually, but this one is a palette that comes together, and you can purchase this from the wetandwild.com website. I'm just going to grab a little bit of a fluffy brush here, and I'm going to tap on this top color here. All right, and that I'm going to just use it as a nice little pop of light and illumination. Super nice, right? And I'm going to go down my nose, focusing on the tip. Okay, I'm going to get a smaller brush like this, okay, and I'm going to tap that same color but under the brow bone. Okay, perfect. And I'm also going to get that same brush, and I'm going to just tap on a little tiny bit on the inner corner. Okay, perfect. And the Cupid's bow right here. Perfect. All right, so that was the MegaGlo palette. Now we're going to touch on the lips. We're going to be using a lip liner by Juvia's Place, and this one is called Ruby, and it's the Luxe Liner. And this is the color here, okay? It looks like a pure red, but it's more of a sort of like a cherry color, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and line the lips with that. I did prep my lips prior to doing my makeup with the Catrice Lip Treatment with shea butter. Okay. It doesn't leave greasiness or anything like that. So it's a little bit, it's a little softer than a typical like lip butter or anything like that, okay? It's richly pigmented, by the way, and it goes on very smooth. It's not a super, super wet formula. You know how some lip liners are very, very creamy, like really greasy? This is a little bit on the drier side. So it allows you to sort of have a little bit better control, because sometimes with certain lip liners you go down and it's like, woo, you know, like you just like, it glides too fast and then you're like, oh my God, I overdid it. So this one has a little bit more precision to it. Okay. And to fill in the lips, we're going to be using this Juvia's Place lip gloss. And this one is going to be in the color Kiss Me. Okay. That's the Lip Perfect gloss. It comes like that in this box here. Okay. And that's the color. So that's what we're going to do now. So it has that really gigantic doe foot. Okay. And it smells kind of like a vanilla cookie. Just like that. Or vanilla cake. This came in a bundle, guys. It had this lip gloss, it had this lip liner, and it also had a full-size lipstick, which I will do a different review at another time because I want to maximize the different products. And this one is called Afrique, okay? And it's a really, really pretty matte red shade. And I love the packaging on the Juvia's Place, right there with the J, you know? And it's like an ombre effect. And this has a nice bullet shaped with a nice sharp edge, and it's a very, very beautiful matte red shade. Okay, I will be highlighting this lipstick again with the ruby liner in another video, so keep your eye out on that. That's why it's so important to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that I launch on a regular basis. But so far with this one right here, the consistency of the gloss is quite thick. It almost feels like a glossy liquid lip stick instead of, or liquid lip color, instead of just a gloss. This is like really, really rich and thick in consistency, and it gives you a lot of coverage. Let me get a little brush. I just want to like do a little bit better blending. It's quite rich. And when you stick the doe foot applicator back in, it makes a, you see the squeaky sound? That's because it's really thick. That is really, really thick. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my entire face using the Catrice Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Setting Spray. I'm going to shake it really well. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and spray that all over the face. It smells so good. It's got like a very interesting smell that really reminds me of something else, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It reminds me of, there's a lot of, not so much now. I don't think I've used anything recently, but this Prime and Fine set by Catrice, it reminds me of those feminine hygiene products, you know, like deodorant spray or like just scented powders for that. Or, you know, in the old days, the little feminine hygiene liners, that would be the right way to explain what they are, liners, or I never used them because I know I've heard that they're really horrible, but a lot of women are into like douching and things like that. So that, you know, oh, and no, and also it has almost, it reminds me of Nair. You know, Nair, like depilatory cream for the legs, you know, that you would smooth it on, wait about 10-15 minutes, and then shower all the hair instead of shaving your legs. This reminds me of that. This has a very particular scent, and it reminds me of that. It's not unpleasant, but just be aware that it does have a scent, and if you're really not into scents, then this Catrice Prime and Fine spray might not be the one for you, but well, it is what it is, right? It is what it is, guys. Okay, so I will be right back with the hair, okay? I'm very, very excited to complete this look, and especially because this hair video that's going to be coming next after you see this video is a collaboration with one of my favorite wig baes out there. Her name is JaeDun, and I will link her YouTube channel to this video as well, so you get a chance to not only see the wig that I'm going to be reviewing, but also she's reviewing exactly the same wig as I am, but in a different shade. So don't miss her video on this special collab. So super, super happy. And yeah, so I will be right back with the hair, and then I will give you my final thoughts on all of these brand new, hot off the pack Juvia's Place products. I'll see you in a second. Ta-da! So this is the final look today for the makeup done by Juvia's Place. And if you are loving this hair as much as I am, don't go anywhere, because we're doing a very special collaboration with a YouTube creator named JaeDun. And it is my privilege and pleasure to be able to share the screen with her and be able to review this particular style in 2 different colors. So I'm going to be doing the DRFF2 Cinnamon Spice, and she's going to be doing a different color, of course, but we're keeping it a surprise, so you can go and visit her channel and give her some love from me. And yeah, so don't miss this next video after this, so you can see how easy of a beautiful glamour look for this holidays. But let's get to the final thoughts on this Juvia's Place makeup, because I have some mixed reviews, okay? So let's start from the top, okay? So we used the eyeshadow primer, okay? I think that it went on very, very smooth. I think it gave a nice coverage to the eyelid to cover any little veins or any little imperfections. I think that a little tiny bit goes a long way. I think that I may have over applied just because I'm used to sort of like a lighter texture or consistency, and it's very opaque. So a little teeny tiny bit goes a long way, guys. So I highly recommend it, but just use a smidge, okay? So that's my final thoughts on that. So then I went ahead and did the eyeshadow palette. This shadow palette was the I Live, I Love Ice by Juvia's Place as well. Okay, and this was the palette that we touched on. And we basically used every single shade of this palette because I really wanted to utilize all of them. And okay, so this is the deal with this palette, okay? I definitely liked the 2 matte shades that I started with, these 2 right here, okay? I think that they went on very, very smooth. It created a beautiful gradients of color, so I was very pleased with that. Then when I used these 2 in the center, I found that the texture was more on the creamier side. It almost felt like a cream shadow, and so the color payoff was not as intense as it looks on the compact, okay? When I put it on, I try to create a halo eye. It just did not give me the saturation that I wanted. I still like the colors, but just expect a much more sheer application because of the fact that they're more of a cream texture, okay? Then this color here, this marbleized color, even though it seems to have 3 or 4 tones in there, when you, wipe the fingertip on it and kind of swirl it a little bit, you realize that it basically kind of goes into a silver color. So there's not that much variety in that tone right there as it appears to have in the compact. And then of course we had the pressed glitter. Now, I love the colors that they've chosen to press together because you're getting some purples, you're getting some royal blues, you're getting some silvers, and I really do like the look of the sparkle itself. I just find that, it really crumbles a lot. I used a damp brush to just kind of lay it on top of the eyeshadows, the 2 center eyeshadows that I had applied. And it was really, really chunky. And I don't know if it's just that I got to get used to this particular texture. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the first time that I'm using Juvia's Place eyeshadows, and I'm not familiar with the texture of their pressed glitters. So of course, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a learning curve. So I do like the tones of the palette. I just would like to maybe utilize them a few more times. First impressions were okay. It was I think it was okay. Not spectacular, just because some of the colors had very different textures that I was expecting, and so they did not give the results that I wanted. But I think that the color scheme of the palette is cool. It's a very interesting color scheme. But I think that what's missing also is a dark shade to really deepen it. I also used, to define my eyes, this beautiful, the Nubian Intense Pencil Liner. And this one is in Royal. So this is the way the package is. And right here is the pencil. And it claims to have a 12 long hour of wear. And it's funny because I had done a little bit of a swatch on my hand right at the beginning of the video. And then I thought, okay, now I'm going to start doing the actual makeup. Let me go ahead and remove that from my hand. And I was utilizing this Estee Lauder Gentle Makeup Remover, which is not really for like waterproof makeup, but still, for the most part, if I apply something, I'm able to quickly remove it if I don't let it set too long. But man, oh my God, I really had to rub to get rid of that little line that I had done with this eyeliner. So when it's time to take this off tonight, I'm gonna be working on that eye area, I think, for a while, because it is long lasting for sure. That thing did not budge. So I liked it. It had a little bit of a dryness to it in terms of the slip when I applied it on the top and bottom line. I felt like it was a little bit drier than I expected. And maybe that's part of the secret for it lasting so long. Maybe sometimes the creamier pencils just don't dry down and don't lock into the skin enough. And that's why they kind of move around. Even the waterproof ones do tend to move around sometimes. If you're very teary, or if you're like in a hot, humid environment, or if you applied eye cream and you didn't set it with anything, so that kind of reactivates the eyeliner and the mascara. That's why a lot of women get a lot of smudges around the eye area, because of that. They put eye cream or cream concealer and they don't bother to set it. But so yeah, so the texture was okay. Would I buy more of these? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see how it wears and how difficult it is to get out or get off my eyes tonight. I like the color because it is an interesting color, and you don't find this shade too often. So I did enjoy that part of it, but the texture was a little bit dry, and I had to go back with a teeny tiny brush and just kind of like rub it to be able to smoke it out and just kind of smooth the lines, so it wouldn't have like a little edge there, like when the pencil just doesn't glide and when it's a little on the harder, drier side, So I'm still on the fence. I'm going to try it out a few more times, and then I will do, buy it or leave it kind of video, and I will come back to you guys with my final thoughts on that particular product, okay? And the last two items were the lip liner in Ruby, which was very nice, and the lip gloss in My Kiss right here by Juvia's Place, both. The line seems to be doing very well. The gloss seems to be sort of like, and I haven't even had it on that long, just to give you an idea, but can you see that it's gathering like on the inner part of the lip? It's gathering. I did a nice rich application of it, and yet it's kind of like it's causing the lip liner to bleed into little tiny lines, okay? And the color, when first applied, looked gorgeous, but it kind of like faded out, and it's only been about 30 minutes since I applied it. So it doesn't seem to have enough of a grip. The color's really pretty, but the wear is not, it doesn't seem to be a good wear as far as how long you will have it on your lips. Of course, right now we're dealing with masks, and we will continue to have masks for a long time. So, you know, if you're going to be indoors, you know, just within your immediate circle, and you're using a lip gloss like this, okay, I think it'll be fine. But if you're planning on putting a mask and going somewhere, I would avoid it, because this definitely doesn't have enough of a gripping power to last. I'm kind of on the fence. I like the lip liner a lot, but I will give you my full review on that lip gloss at a later date in one of those buy it or leave it videos for sure. Okay, and I think that's it. You know, we used some other products of other brands in this makeup application, but I will list everything in order that I use that is non-Juvia's Place. But I think that the overall style is very nice, and I think that I was able to achieve a really pretty holiday look, or like either you know, a Christmas look if you want to go that route. But if not, definitely for New Year's, because it has the little sparkles and it kind of reminds me of the fireworks and things like that. So I think that overall it is a very, very pretty look. And I look forward to be able to try out some other Juvia's Place palettes, which I also received in a large order that I placed about a week and a half ago, and it arrived really, really well and really fast. So thank you, Juvia's Place, for that. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed putting it together for you. And before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would love to hear some of the comments that you have, some of the thoughts and ideas that you have on this makeup, and what your overall thoughts about Juvia's Place. Whether you like overall the palettes and the makeup, or do you have some favorites, or do you have some that you really don't like at all? I would love to hear all about that in the comment section. Like this video, because it really helps the algorithm to be able to be shown to more people. And don't forget to hit the notification bell and click all on that little bell, so that way you don't miss a single video that I post on a regular basis. Again, thank you so much again for the honor of your time, guys. Don't go anywhere. Right after this, you will see the hair review in collaboration with my YouTuber buddy JaeDun, reviewing this great hair. So anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful December, and I wish you lots of love, health, and blessings for you and your family, and I will see you again very soon. Take care and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.